everybody, it's Clank. I have decided to showcase a new creature. I am still relatively new on getting back into the whole creature creator thing because I'm not really much of a pro like Dark Edge TV or other people. So I'm hoping that maybe I could try to get back into the groove of this. I'm gonna be stuttering a lot because I didn't edit this audio and I just want this to be as clean and crisp as possible so that way you're following along with my voice. So with this creation, I was trying to go for a bipedal Hydra, which I've already stated. And I was a bit confused on this part because I didn't know what to do about the body, but then I rolled with it. I did no reference based on a bipedal dragon, bipedal Hydra. I basically went my own way for this, and I also decided to add more limbs to its arms to possibly give it a more sinister type of look, but then I was thinking, should I do this, should I not, but I went with it anyways, as you can tell. I was trying to make it have a 5 strike for some reason to make it seem terrifying in the creature stage, but I was you know what, I don't really care about that right now. So I basically went against it and I started to work on the tail. The tail was my favorite part of all because it's really easy. And then afterward, I then started to make the Hydra heads. What you usually do for the Hydra heads is that since the eyes and the mouths are basically asymmetrical, you can basically make the one head on a limb, and then afterward, you can just press A on your keyboard, and then wham, it suddenly blends in with the limbs on top of it, so that way you don't have to make it match all in one go, which I find is really, really unique and really, really cool. You can also see that I was getting a little bit frustrated when I rotate my camera around a lot. Yeah, this was made in 30 minutes, a 30-minute video of me just making this creature, but I basically chopped it down to where it's so fast to the point where it became a shorter video. But as you can see right here, I basically pretty much discovered the best head for this Hydra. And for some reason, I decided to cut right here. And with this, the 2 Hydra heads are now on top of the limbs, which is very nice. I was just trying to reposition it. I got rid of the extra limb. And then I was just trying to make it look a little bit nicer before we continued on. Now, I struggled to find a hand, but then I found the hand afterwards, so we're good in that department. And then I decided to keep on going with the creation. I decided to go for a unique approach when it came to the stomach, because I noticed that a lot of people use the standard stuff from vanilla. So I decided to go for a complete new approach, and right here is when I start to make the wings for the creature. Like I said, I don't care if it's a bipedal Hydra or dragon. I don't know what to call it, but I like it. And I love it a lot, so therefore it's my creation. I decided to go for a little bit more decoration for the tail. And I also decided to give it some brand new shoulder pads. I don't know why, I just thought that it would look a little bit more badass. And I decided to add a little bit of armor to the tail, things like that. And I was trying to figure out what else I could add to the creature because I was struggling what to add onto it. Like I said, I basically made this on the whim, so I didn't know what to do about it. I then decided to add some brand new stuff onto the neck to basically make it stand out a little bit more from the rest of the crowd. I quite like what I did with that. And here, I was just trying to figure out the best colors for this creature. It wasn't really going too well. At first, I basically spoiled the whole creation right here, but it's a little bit better than usual. So here I go, trying to find the right color in order to make the creation pop out. It got a little bit difficult because I was trying to go for a dark color scheme, but then I realized that because of my bad eyesight, I wasn't able to probably see it, so I just made it light green for the hell of it. And as you can see right here, I basically just delved into the thing that what most creators do, which is that, and honestly, I don't blame myself. I basically did it unique at first with the horns, and then afterward, I decided to go from there with that. I quite like what I did with the details of this creature, mainly because it makes it pop out, and I'm really proud of myself for this, but I know for sure that when I look back on this in about a year from now, I'm gonna go, I was really proud of this. And as you can see right here, I'm adding details to the creature's tail, which I'm very proud of. And then afterward, like, I start to add a little bit more detail on the arms, which I kind of struggled and fiddled around with it for a bit. And as you can see right there, I'm just trying to add a little bit more detail on the back and on the creature itself, and there's like a little mini preview of what it looks like. And for some reason, I was just trying to change the foot, but even though that was like a bad idea, so like I just ended up scratching it. And I was just like scrolling through the stuff because like this is my second time using this mod pack. So I was like, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna add a little bit more detail on the necks and things like that, just to possibly make it pop out a little bit more, make it stand out like saying, hey, I'm the Hydra, things like that. And I also decided to add a little bit more detail to the wings because I feel like it was missing a little bit of flair. And then I decided to go back to the tail to see what type of color it is. And so from here on out, I'm just adding a little bit more detail to the tail, which, by the way, the tail is still my favorite part. I love working on the tails of creatures. And from here, I was just trying to figure out what else I could add to the creature. Nothing much really, just adding like some spikes there and there, and also adding in some coloring in between the legs of the creature as well to make it seem like its belly is like reaching down to its, reaching down in the middle between its legs. And then I also decided to add a little bit more flair to the wings. I was like struggling with how it looked like at first. I don't know why I was struggling with it. I was like, what the hell? Wait, what the hell? Why can't I do it? And right here, I was able to fix it, and then this is the final product. Now, there's no noise for it, unfortunately. I forgot to enable that in while I was like working on this, but I didn't know what to call it, so I just let the randomizer choose, and I stopped upon a name that I really liked, which you can see right there. I really like that name a lot, so I just went with it. And then afterward, I decided to like scroll around, and as you can see here, I quite like it a lot. I worked really hard on this. It took about like 30 minutes or so, and I'm actually quite surprised that it took that long. I was expecting it to be like a little bit longer. But yeah, this is my first creation that I'll show on this channel, and I hope that you like this creation because I really liked it myself. Thank you so much for watching!